Carbs are not essential on a carnivore diet, and here's why. Today, we're diving into one of the most controversial topics in nutrition, next to fat, of course. Are carbs really essential for human health? And if you're on a carnivore diet, are you missing out on something essential? If you've been curious about the carnivore diet, you've probably heard people say, you don't need carbs at all. Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why that's the case and what your body does instead. Hey y'all, Carnivore Granny here. Welcome back to your weekly dose of carnivore clarity. Here's the short version. Your body can run perfectly fine and even thrive without eating a single gram of carbohydrate. Sounds crazy, right? But the science is surprisingly clear. Let's break it down. When we say a nutrient is essential, it means your body cannot make it on its own. You have to get it from food. There are essential amino acids from protein, essential fatty acids from fats, but there's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. Why? Because your body has a backup plan. A process called gluconeogenesis. This is where your liver makes glucose from protein and fat byproducts. So even if you eat zero carbs, your body still gets the amount of glucose it needs for certain cells, like red blood cells. On a carnivore diet, your main fuel source shifts from glucose to ketones, which is a clean burning fuel made from fat. This metabolic state is called nutritional ketosis. On a carnivore diet, you're eating nutrient-dense animal foods, steak, eggs, fish, hopefully some organ meats, all packed with protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. Without carbs, your insulin levels stay stable. Inflammation often drops, and many people report better energy, mental clarity, and even improved digestion. Your brain, muscles, and organs adapt to using ketones. So what about the small amount of glucose your body still needs? That's handled by gluconeogenesis. No bread, pasta, or sugar required. So let's bust a few myths, shall we? Myth: you'll have no energy without carbs. Truth: once adapted, fat and ketones provide your own steady, long-lasting energy you can tap into 24/7. Myth: your brain needs carbs to function. Truth: your brain can run on ketones for the majority of its energy needs. Myth: low-carb diets cause muscle loss. Truth: adequate protein intake on carnivore preserves muscle mass, and ketones are muscle sparing. So are carbs evil? No. But are they essential? Also no. If you choose to eat them, that's fine. But if you're thriving on a carnivore diet, you're not missing a required nutrient. Your body is built to adapt. People who cut carbs on carnivore often notice reduced inflammation and joint pain, more stable blood sugar, easier fat loss, sometimes without even calorie counting, in the beginning at least, improved digestion for those who are sensitive to plant fibers, and of course results vary, and it's not a magic bullet, but for many, it's life-changing. I have found that the closer I get to my goal weight, the more important calories and my protein to fat ratio become. You'll hear quite often in the carnivore community that you don't need to worry about calories. That may be true in the beginning while your body is healing, but it's not a free-for-all. Your body might be craving all the nutrients that it's getting from meat and healthy fats. But as you start nearing your goal weight, or if you're not losing weight at all, then you may want to look at your calories. This is easy to do if you're tracking what you eat. If you're not tracking what you eat, then may I suggest you do that for at least a week just to see where your numbers are. Then you can easily tell if adjustments need to be made. I still track everything I eat and drink every single day. This metric is very helpful if my blood sugar and/or ketones aren't where I think they should be. And when you're trying to improve your health, every little bit of information can help you make decisions about what you're putting in your body. Tracking your food can sometimes feel burdensome, but it does get easier the longer you do it because most of us eat the same things over and over again. Now, a quick reality check. While carbs aren't essential, that doesn't mean carnivore is for everyone. People with certain medical conditions, athletes in high-intensity sports, or those with specific nutrient needs should work with a healthcare professional before making big dietary changes. So are carbs essential? The science says no. Your body is fully equipped to run without them. On a carnivore diet, you're fueling with protein and fat and letting your body make the small amount of glucose it needs. And just to get you in a carnivore state of mind, I'm linking to my favorite carnivore cookbooks by creators you've probably heard of below in the first pinned comment. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more science-backed nutrition content, drop a comment below. Are you team carnivore, keto, or carbs all the way? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.